Okay. Been asked this question more than a few times. Will the Fuji X-T1 mirrorless system work on the most useful and profitable tool that I have? And I don't know why I have two of them. The Alien Bees ABR 800, and the answer certainly is yes. I've been asked about this tool more than a few times, and of course the few people that have bought same off my recommendation are just happier than a worm in a pile of crap, happier than a pervert in a porn shop. Yeah, happier than, yeah, you get the point. So, by the way, this is the Vagabond Mini Power Pack. You can actually go all day long and shoot your brains out without having to recharge this. I got a couple of them. Why, I have no idea. You don't actually need two. But if you want to put out some serious output, the reason I actually got two is for the use of my Einstein strobes to take them out to the Arboretum to take portrait shots, of course not in this particular weather, but also to take them anywhere on location. And last time I took them out was to the cemetery. I took a pair of Vagabond Minis and Einstein, the Speedlight, and ABR 800, so I brought a couple packs, but I still didn't need two packs. Anyway, I have Fuji X-T1 in here, and even though I have a PC sync connector on the front of the Fuji X-T1, it's easier because I have it set that way to just pop on the little Nikon adapter, which is hot shoot PC sync connector and PC sync connector to the ABR 800. I have it stepped all the way down. If we're going to do anything closer than like 8 feet, I need to use a neutral density filter. Alien Bees ABR 800 actually makes a neutral density filter for the front of this ring light, the most magical light in the world. And of course, this is the secret of photography. It's not, and this is really, it's almost, to me, I consider it might be one of the biggest mistakes that everybody makes. They think the best camera in the world and the best lens in the world, which of course doesn't exist. Let's just say, you know, the best that money can buy, camera and lens, is going to hack it, and people still wonder, you know, what the hell is up with their photography. And the answer is lighting. Lighting, instead of spending a ton of money on your next lens. Drop. Lighting is, this is the most useful tool in the world, okay? Oh, that's your opinion. Okay, fine, it's my bloody opinion. It's still the damn truth. This thing only costs $400. I've got like $20 in modifications for letting me put a neck strap on it. Portable power pack like this is, well, with everything, it's like $250. It's actually, with shipping, basically, let's say $250. Units like $238. So here we got the price of a cheap lens, basically, or relatively cheap, $600. But this is where it's almost like adding a totally different set of lenses. Like, well, I've got the best lenses that money can buy, and I've got awesome camera too. Well, fine, you know, how about actually making this, well, you know, they're great, they're fast lenses. Yeah, that's great and all, but to get that color saturation, get those images that just go reach out and just punch on your eyeballs, like Rosie O'Donnell, who, you know, is famous for testicle kicking. You know, but you gotta have the lighting. It's not just about lenses and cameras. Well, I got an f1. It's a 56mm Fuji. Well, that's a fast lens and it's awesome, but yeah, that's great. But, you know, no matter how fast your lens is, you gotta toss the light out there for it to kick back to get that color saturation and make those images that make you go, damn! You know, how did you do that? I got that same camera and lens and I'm shot in that same sort of light. How the hell did you do that? Lighting is the answer. So how useful is this? Is it incredibly useful? Does it work extremely well? Let's see, as if I haven't done this before. Oh my! Damn! Obviously I'm not shooting anything interesting right now, but I mean this is very lightweight too. I know it looks really big and obnoxious, and the reason I made this video is not only to give people a preview of what this is. This is my own little mod using some industrial Velcro around the Alien Bees, and also the addition of a video pistol grip that lets me do this. But also the great thing with the mirrorless too is that I don't even have to look through the viewfinder, especially when using the ABR 800. I can just do this number and da-dum da-dum, wonderful, da-dum da-dum, wonderful. Have you ever thought about dropping a few dollars into lighting? You're saving up all that money for another lens. Get some lighting. I hope you all had a nice Christmas, by the way. I snagged for myself. It's on the way. I've owned a few of them, but I don't have one anymore, but I wanted one again. So what I've got coming is a Nikkor 300mm f2.8. You know, the front bit of the lens is about as large as a dinner plate. It's about yay long, and used to be ungodly expensive. It's an older AIS manual focus, but actually that old manual focus 300mm 2.8 has got creamy bokeh that is unrivaled by anything else. Of course, it is an obnoxious beast to haul around with a lens like that. You don't actually put the lens in the camera, you actually put the camera on the lens, and you know, you don't actually use a neck strap for your camera, you use a neck strap for the lens, and then you put the camera on the lens. But anyway, I've got a 300mm 2.8, so that's actually my Christmas gift, and you know, it's a big, horribly obnoxious beast that is actually a whole lot of fun to use. But anyway, if you got any questions about this AVR 800, I have no connection to Paul C. Buff, but I'll just tell you flat out, balls out, that, my God, I mean, just the lighting, off the ring light, off of this sucker. Now, when you're using a portable battery pack like this, you do actually have model illumination like this, which is adjustable. But since you're using off a battery pack, you've got power drainage issues, and you have capacitance issues, that there's too much power fluxing to the light, you know, to be snapping shots off continuously. You can sit here and machine gun this sucker off the strobe, and you know, you're fine on your battery pack, but not that and modeling lamp. So that's why you really could, but you should not be using the modeling lights with the AVR 800 while on a battery pack like this. But as I told you before in other videos, you can take a look-see. You can use this thing not only as the most incredible modeling light in the universe, which it is. The ring light illumination that comes out of this thing is absolutely phenomenal. But you can also stick it on a stand. There's actually a right back here. I've got it flipped up. You can stick this on a light stand. It comes with a centerpiece, which let me show you right here. It lets you pop this in the center with a hole in it, and then that lets you put an umbrella in it and point it up like this, and you can use it as a regular studio strobe. You got 320 watt seconds of full power on this sucker, so it's more than enough to you know, to rock it even out in the bright daylight and override the sun. So this is just universally the most useful and incredible tool that you can buy. It's $400. That and the battery pack, $600. You know, you're talking the cost of a moderate lens. So you got all these lenses and you're saving up for another lens or another camera. If you need it, that's fine. And also, of course, I don't have it mounted on there right now, but this is also the moon unit specifically used for mounting on the front. Let's actually take the front parabolic off of this, and then I mount this on here, but it's reversible. It can be either gold or silver, so it's reversible either way. This is the moon unit, sold by Paul C. Buff. To go along with this, it just turns spectacular into the absolute tits. And how this thing, don't let Paul C. Buff hear this, because they probably raised the price. This thing is underpriced. It really is underpriced. Let me turn the camera off, and my unit off, and then turn my battery pack off, and get it off my neck. I know it looks kind of ungainly, but you know, when you want the light, and you want to, you know, be a real magician of the light, the best lenses are not going to do it for you. It doesn't matter what your compositional skills are. I mean, you can only take that so far. You have to have the lighting. No matter if it's a 1,000 megapixel camera and the best lens that money can buy, you got to have the lighting. So take that into consideration starting in 2016. All this BS, you know, lens this, lens that, and God knows I've done enough lens reviews, but start thinking about lighting. Thanks so much. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, yada yada yada.